Shalom, call halal Yahweh Shemiel Shai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone and rule well, and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of the earth, pushing his word into truth and in sincerity. This is Ira from Great Millstone, Wisconsin, and tonight I just want to do a quick reflection. I have a series called GMS Reflections, and basically, it's just reflecting on just personal issues or things that brothers might be going through in the spirit. But today, this video is going to be on disciplining yourself, because the world is crunching down, on brothers, and the world is coming, close to an end. So the closer we get to the end, the more and more this world begins to crunch on you and tries very hard or even harder to bind you up, in worldly activities, and I wanted to reflect on something that Elder Menatazak said, that he quoted Elder Sakaran in one of his lessons, one of his videos, and he said, the longer you've been in the truth, the more and more shit you start to not give a fuck about, and that's a good example, man. That's how brothers gotta get that mind frame to be in the truth, man. Because the longer we go in the truth, the more vanity the world becomes, man. The more and more we start to see how everything is vanity, But at the same time, the more and more your flesh tries to pull you in the opposite direction, man, of the world, So, this lesson is just for brothers that struggle with, disciplining themselves in the truth, man. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 5. Mortify therefore your members, which are upon the earth. Now, I want to go into this word mortify really quick.
Strong's G 3499. Necrao.
Which means to make dead or to put to death, slay, worn out, to deprive of power, destroy the strength of, and like the scriptures say, man, the creature is subject to vanity. So, brothers gonna go off and, do simple shit sometimes, or brothers might, just, still going off, but, brothers might mess around and, are supposed to be studying that day and end up going to sleep, or, we're supposed to be putting up a video, on your channel or something like that. You might end up, going out to eat, or kicking it with your woman or whatever, man. Anything that's pleasurable, the flesh wants you to go out and do, man. So in the scripture says, mortify thy members, meaning to deprive of power, because this flesh does have a certain power, man. This flesh is attached to Satan, and it's our job as spiritual men to mortify the flesh, or to take the power away from the flesh and strengthen our spirits, man. In Yahweh Shemiel Shai. It says, mortify therefore your members which are upon earth: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection. And I wanted to go on this word, ordinate affection, because inordinate affection, it's like, being evil towards one another,
Strong's G 3806. Pathos.
It says, whatever befalls one, whether it be sad or joyous, a calamity, mishap, evil, affliction, a feeling which the mind suffers, And that inordinate affection is basically, it's a feeling of like, damn, like damn, what we gonna be here for? We still here every time you wake up, Or damn, like a brother just trespassed me again, like fuck, goddamn, we gotta stray our minds away from that, from those type of emotions and thoughts, man. Scripture say be mindful of thy thoughts, man, especially towards brethren, and those are all products of the flesh, man, trying to get you to go off and lose faith. It says an affliction of the mind, emotion, passion, so and to wake up to this world every day, man, it is an emotional thing. You wake up, you're mad. You go to work mad. You leave work mad. You go to lunch mad. You eat dinner mad. You go to sleep mad. You're dealing with your woman. You're mad. Dealing with your children, you're mad. Because we're still here in this society. Satan tries to plague your mind on that, man. He tries to prey on that inordinate affection that you have, you know. Go back to the scripture here. It says evil concupiscence, you know, evil thoughts, man, and covetousness, which is idolatry, for which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience, you know. So these are, you know, certain things that we have to watch out for, man. Being the truth, these are all spirits and demons, man, that mess with brothers, you know. But the main thing, you know, like the elders keep saying, man, stay in the scriptures, you know, because the scripture help you ward off those demons, man. You know, and dwell around the brethren, man. Scriptures say that, you know, how beautiful it is to dwell with brethren in unity, you know, because the demons these certain demons, especially these, you know, these certain spirits here, you know, they don't attack you as hard when you're around brethren than when you're by yourself, man. It says, in the which ye also walked some time when ye lived in them. Right, when we were in the world, man, we all had some type of characteristics of these traits, man. We all had these, you know, some of these demons on them. It's not all of them, man. You know, everybody thought evil towards one another, man. Everybody, you know, thought about stealing something from a brother every, you know, one time or another. Everybody has those evil thoughts to where, you know, they just feel like, or, you know, they just think they want to, you know, want to do something evil to somebody. You know, in which ye also walked some time when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, you know, which is evil and anger; blasphemy, you know, which is filthy, wicked act, man, which is disgracing the scriptures in the spirit, man. Filthy communication out of your mouth, you know. And filthy communication doesn't necessarily mean swearing, all right, for all you people who don't know etymology of words, man. Filthy communication means, you know, any communication that's not talking about the scriptures. You know, oh, I'm gonna go downtown and hit up this club and fuck 3 bitches in an orgy, man. That's filthy communication. You know, praying to other guys, that's filthy communication. You know, anything that's against the scriptures, anything that's against the scriptures, and anything that the scriptures are against, man. If it's not the scriptures, it's filthy communication. Lie not one to another, seeing that you have put off the old man with his deeds. And lying is another spirit, man. Lying to your brother, man. That's something that the old, like the scripture said, that the old man needs to do. But when we come to this knowledge, man, that's a commandment, you know. Thou shalt not lie, you know. And that's talking about to your neighbors and, you know, your fellow brethren in the truth. And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. And that image is Yahweh Shai, man. We're supposed to be new men created in his spirit. So if we're supposed to be new men created in his spirit, man, we're not supposed to be doing certain things, you know, whether it be going out to the club or you know, or even things that you know that's against your spirit that you're not supposed to be doing, you know, at certain times. Like I said, like if you were supposed to come home and study one day, you know, or 3 days out the week, you know, you set something like, hey, I want to study 3 days out the week. Doesn't matter which days, but you don't even get to study at all because you've been doing, you know, you've been going out to eat, you've been let's say you've been going to the amusement park, or, you know, you've been drinking every day, you know, to take off the so-called edge off, man, to dwell in pleasure, because you want to feel some type of relief from this society. And I understand, you know, brothers understand that you need some type of relief or some type of, you know, outlet, you know, so to speak, to get away from, you know, the evils of the world, man. But, you know, sometimes doing pleasurable acts, you know, such as going out to eat, you know, going to the movies and all that, man, that ain't where it's at, man. You know, you want to get away from the world, man. Get into the scriptures. It says, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. You know, that's how you get away from the world, man. By reading the scriptures and gaining the knowledge, you know, after Yahweh Shai's spirit. You know, and everything. And another thing too, man, brothers got to start making their own decisions, man, based on their spirit and how they feel. You know, if you know if you know brothers, let's say brothers going out on Friday night, just going to get something to eat, or, you know, or going to catch a movie or something, and you know that you haven't put up a video in, you know, 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, you know, you should have it in the back of your mind, like, man, you know what, I'll catch them, next time y'all going to the movie or something, or next time y'all going to play pool, I'll do it next time. I got work to do. That's what you're supposed to be doing, man. Or, let's say, brother's going to do, something like, go down to the beach or kick it, at a barbecue or something like that, or whatever it is, and that they're gonna be around some people that you don't like, or they going down, going somewhere where you don't like that certain area, don't be afraid to tell brothers, like, hey, man, hey, I don't feel comfortable going down there, it's just, or my spirit ain't comfortable around that, or I just feel like I should be in a house studying, or putting up a lesson or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing you're supposed to be doing, man. You're supposed to make decisions for you. Don't do it because other brethren are doing it. Don't do it because or just because you don't want to feel left out. You do things according to how you feel in your spirit, man. If you don't want to do something, a certain thing, don't do it. Brothers have to develop their own personalities in this truth, man, and learn how to balance that, through the scriptures in the world. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. Let's look up this word expedient.
Strong's G 4851. Sumfero.
To help be profitable, to carry with others, to bear together at the same time. Meaning, you can, do whatever you want in this world as long as it's lawful, but everything ain't for everybody, man. You know how the saying goes, different strokes for different folks. This brother might like going down to this certain part of the lake, or he might like going to this certain restaurant, or he might like going to the skating rink or going to the movies, or going to a certain bar or something like that. That doesn't mean you have to do it, or just because brother's going out, just to go to the movies or whatever it may be, doesn't mean that you have to go with them all the time. If you feel like you don't want to do something, just say you don't want to do it, man. Or just, or if you feel that you have to stay behind to do some work or get some work done, by all means, do it, because the work comes first over everything. Like Apostle Ramlab said, this work, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is truth, man, is your first priority over everything. So if you haven't put up a lesson in a week, and and it's Friday night, and brother's like, hey, we want to go to the movies, this and that. Don't go to the movies, man. Put up your video, or if you have a car, tell them, like, hey, I'm gonna be late. I gotta put up a video, or I gotta do some studying, or I gotta do some reading. Maybe I'll catch y'all later. It says, all things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. And that's the point. You can do whatever you want in this world as long as it's lawful, and as long as you keep your priorities straight, which is the truth first. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what it means by, you will not be brought under the power of anything. Because you have the will to do the work of the Father, man, and that's your first priority. The work comes first, then you get to everything else, man. You read or you study or or you record first. Yeah, you work and do what you gotta do, man. But when you come home, the work comes first, and then then you got your woman, then you got your kids, then you got the brethren and whatever extracurricular activities outside of that, man. Or even if it's brothers that that, hey, let's do a lesson together. You go ahead and do that first, man, and then everything else comes after that. Because it's about when the time of judgment, man. It's about ruling your spirit, man. Because the Lord is on the way back, and He's only looking for the 144,000, the elect, and the multitude that are able to to mortify their members and to rule their own spirits, and stay faithful to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what this is about. This is Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. Right? You can't rule your own spirit. You have no defense, man. If you can't mortify your members, so to speak, you can't mortify your members, so to speak, you know, you won't be able to stand against the spirits, man, against these demons that are attacking you. You know, so in order to rule your own spirit, you have to stay in the scriptures, man, and build those walls like a fenced city, you know. Excuse me, brothers, I'm gonna take a quick phone call. Slock it. I had to take a quick phone call. But going back into the spirit, man. Like I was saying in Proverbs 25 and 28, he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. You know. So going back to that point, you know, basically what that's saying is, look, if you don't have any discipline, man, you'll be susceptible to anything. You know. You know, any type, that means you'll have no type of defense. You know, that's what the walls represent, man, is defense. And that city represents your spirit, you know. So if you have weak walls or a weak defense, man, meaning you're not in the spirit, meaning you're not studying like you're supposed to be doing, meaning, you know, you're not reading, meaning you're not praying, you know, that means that you have no defense against the spirits of this world, man. And a person like that ain't gonna make it into those chariots, point blank period, you know. And that brings me to my next point, you know, that even though brethren might be in a certain rank or position and things like that, or even brothers that don't have any rank, man, it's a disciplinary thing to make sure that you aren't having the same problems that other brothers are having that you're trying to correct, man. Or you know, or for instance, don't try to help another brother and you're in the same boat, or you're trying to help another brother and, you know, at the cost of you being in the same position, man. You know, you got to take thought of your own self too, man. And that's a problem that I honestly have. You know, I'm always quick to help brothers, you know, even at the expense of myself, you know. And that's cool all the time, but, you know, I had to learn, like, look, I can't try to be Mr. Help Everybody, you know, and I'm not worrying about myself first, man. You know, you can't pull somebody else out of the fire, you know, and you're on fire yourself. You know, you gotta put the fire out on your back first before you can put the fire out on somebody else's back, because you gonna go up in flames trying to put their fire out. You know, this is Matthew chapter 7 verse 4. Oh, how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye. Right, basically saying, like, how you gonna help somebody else when you need help? You know, thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. You know, and that's with certain situations, and that's with correction, man. You know, can't correct a brother of the same problem when you got the same problem, man. Can't tell a brother, hey, you should stop getting linings when you still getting linings, or, you know, or brother, you know, you should really pray more when you need to pray more, you know, or brother, you need to be humble when you need to be humble yourself, man. You can't do that, you know. Or, you know, a brother needs help, you know, with his phone bill, and, you know, or something like that, and you pay the whole phone bill knowing that you got to pay your phone bill. You know, you can't do that. You know, you can give him a little bit and, you know, pay your phone bill and give him a little bit, you know. And, you know, maybe that brother can ask the next brother, you know, or the next couple of brothers around, man, you know, for some help. Or you know, it's all types of scenarios that tie into this, man. But the point is, you know, make sure you get yourself straight first, man, before you try to get somebody else straight, man, because that's confusion, you know. And this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 27. It says, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Right? Basically, Paul was saying, like, man, I have to keep myself straight. So when I'm teaching somebody else, you know, I'm telling them what they can and can't do, or what they're supposed to be doing, what they doing wrong, and I'm doing the same thing. That's gonna make me a castaway, you know. Basically, Paul just said, like, man, I can't be a hypocrite. I gotta be on myself too. You know? And that's the brothers, you know, need to implement in their spirits, man. Like, man, you have to examine yourself, you know, before you can examine everybody else. This 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. You know, these are just some of the characteristics that go with, you know, being a man of the Lord, man. It says, finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another, love as brethren, be pitiful and be courteous, you know, not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye are thereto called, that ye should inherit a blessing. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile. You know, and that's the spirit that I was pointing out earlier, man. The lion spirit, you know, that's evil. You know, backbiting, you know, the inordinate affection, all of those evil thoughts, man. You're supposed to abstain yourself from that. You know, that comes with mortifying your members. Let him eschew evil and do good. Let him seek peace and ensue it. You know, and eschewing evil is, you know, going out when you know you're supposed to be in the house doing the work, man. That's evil. You know, putting off the work for other pleasures of the world, man, that's evil. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. You know? And a lot of times we don't realize it, but a lot of times when we're forsaking the work, or, you know, we say, oh, I'm just gonna do my video later, or, you know, I'll just study another time, or I'll do it tomorrow. That's actually evil, man. You know, and we're supposed to be against that. Every chance we get, we're supposed to be jumping at the chance to do the work, man. Period. You know, or jumping at the chance to read, to study, do something that involves Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know. So with that, you know, this is been a GMS reflection. You know, this is Great Millstone Excavation signing off. Call halal Yahweh Shemel Shai. To my honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and citation to the brothers on the four corners of the earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. I want to say, stay strong, keep fighting, you know, the demons of the world, man. We almost out of here. You know, we see everything that's going on in the Black Sea, and then with Syria, and we see what's going on in America with these with the race riots about to pop off, man. So we almost out of here, you know. So with that, shalom.